Warning, this podcast contains empty. Nothing. We're not here. It's just big and empty, and there's nothing here at all. Like, I don't know why you're still here. It's gonna be empty. There's not gonna be anybody here. No one. Not a single person.
Hey everybody, welcome back to ASOTV podcast for Supernatural Season 13, Episode 4, The Big Empty. And today with me I have Dom and Kim.
But we're not supposed to be here. It's empty.
I see a lot of not empty right now. It's very full.
I couldn't be as fancy as that. That was I did a magic trick.
What did you guys think of this episode?
I thought it was fantastic. See, I'm happy because I kind of sort of called this because I said there's like an angel purgatory, right? It's not really purgatory; it's angel napland. But I kind of called it.
It's their afterlife.
Yeah.
Nothingness for angels. That's sad. Like, that's literally sad.
But it's also for demons as well. Angels and demons, but they both sleep forever. They never, ever, ever, 0% chance of ever waking up.
But, okay, but for humans, they go either to like, they have their own little special little, like, heaven. Doors in heaven, or whatever happens in hell. Obviously, they get tortured and all kinds of crazy crap that goes on in hell. And then angels and demons just go to nothingness?
Apparently.
I mean, they're super beings, right? So they've got all this power. They have all this overwhelming sense of duty and stuff to go to nothing.
I feel it's sad.
I mean, they're not feeling anything. They're just sleeping. So, I mean, I kind of felt bad for whoever's in the Big Empty with Castiel right now because he had to wake up because Cass woke up.
It was cooler Cass.
He kind of sounded like, what's his face? Not Pestilence. One of the demons that they fought, like, in season 4 or 5. He just kind of had that twang. I think it was, Azazel. No, not Azazel. I don't know. He was
Azrael?
He was a demon, and
I don't know. But what I was worried about is when he first started popping up and he was just black like liquid, I was thinking, please don't bring back the fucking stupid Leviathans.
Leviathans, not Leviathans.
Yeah, whatever. You know what
they're stupid.
That was remember we were talking about this a billion times.
They showed Cass, like, dying to them, like, in the lake and everything, and I was like, oh, no.
Because this was the worst. That was the worst season, and we've said it a billion times. And I'm like, don't bring that back.
But just because I don't think the Leviathans themselves were the cause of the bad season. I don't think it would be bad to ever get a Leviathan again. But yes, that season with the Leviathans was our collectively least favorite season.
Except for the Turducken episode.
Yeah.
That one was hilarious. But I did kind of get the Leviathan. I'm saying it now. Damn it, B! Leviathan. I did kind of get that feel too. But then when he came to B and he was Cass and he was like sassy and beating the shit out of regular Cass and mind melding with him, I was like, okay, what is this? Is this some sort? Because I know we had a Reaper. We had the Reaper from last season saying, "You bitches, you Winchesters, you die, you bitches, you die. You're going to the nothing. You're not ever getting out."
What this is, the nothing.
Yes. So
never ending story over here. It's the nothing.
Yeah.
So
Billy, that's that thing that was like enveloping the story, right?
Yes.
It's been forever since I've seen that.
The Reaper's name was Billy. So I instantly thought like maybe this is like a Reaper of some sort that just kind of like is a guardian or, just kind of maintains the Big Empty.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't seem very Reaper-like.
No,
but it was very much like he said that I was here before everything. Mm-hmm. So I was here before for God and so that's where everything went before
We forgot.
God created these worlds.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if he's gonna be a big bad or whatever it is. I hope they're I don't know if I want them to go that direction or just leave him a mysterious being that they kind of run into haphazardly, kind of like Gabriel.
In the casting information and stuff for the episode, they list the character as the cosmic entity. That's just his name right now, cosmic entity.
Okay.
So.
We
literally know nothing about him, that he just existed before God and before the darkness, and yeah.
I wonder if he, after getting a taste of being awake, he's going to want to dabble in Earth a little bit because, that's the only other plane that we know of right now other than like purgatory and stuff. But
I feel like the fact that Cass woke up and he doesn't know why, the cosmic entity does not know why. I think he's fascinated with Cass now. Like, he wanted him awake. He wanted him gone so he could go back to sleep, because he can't sleep with Castiel in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs his sleep. But I think now, with Castiel gone, I don't think that's going to fix the problem.
No.
So I think he's going to want to leave to find Cass to fix the problem.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking, like, maybe he'd be like one of those haphazard characters like Gabriel that they run into, and he causes like mischief at first because he's obviously just he's curious, he's playing around if this is where it goes, if he decides to follow Cass. Because I do agree with you. Now that Cass woke up and he woke up, I don't think he's going back to sleep anytime soon. So he's going to be probably really frustrated, but at the same time interested in what's going on, why he can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But that's really, like, as far as the Castiel part of the episode, that's it. We didn't really get that much. He woke up, he got beat up a little bit, he got kind of like, abused a little bit in the brain, and then he got sent out back to Earth. So obviously Cass is going to find the Winchesters again. So that's yay, we got Cass back.
Yeah. Luca in chat saying, I'm calling it that the cosmic entity jumped out inside Cass to find out what woke him up to make sure it doesn't happen again.
So that means he's going to be after Jack. Then.
Cass could be possessed right now. But we also know that the cosmic entity did some crazy brain scramble thing to Cass. May have injected part of himself into Cass's brain. Projected himself too. So he could be watching through Cass's eyes if he's not physically in there. But who knows?
Who knows?
Because apparently he doesn't cut deals to send people back. But Cass did go back. So
I think Cass made a couple good points that, like, as long as I'm here, I'm not going to sleep. So either send me out or you never sleep again. So it was kind of just like an ultimatum for him, and he was like, I want to sleep. Get the hell out.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do? Kill him?
He's already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole Cass side of this episode, which I'm actually very interested because we don't really know what happened.
My camera's blurring.
But the meat of this episode was the fact that they have a monster of the week, and Sam wants to bring Jack out on the hunt.
Monster of the week that we haven't seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time we saw a shapeshifter?
I think it's been a couple seasons. We might have seen one in 10. Or was that a werewolf? I don't know.
No, we saw one last season.
Did we?
Yeah. Episode 20.
Oh, near the end.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
The episode with the witch? The mother, there's a powerful witch.
Oh, with the twins?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I remember now.
Yep, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
And before that, it was season 10.
Okay. All right. But yeah, it's not. They don't think it's a shapeshifter quite at the beginning. They think it's a revenant or
It was a
ghost
ghost, and
or a revenant,
then it was a revenant,
and then it was
a
back to a
ghost,
ghost.
and it was back to revenant.
I thought they were gonna bring out a ghoul, kind of like, cause sometimes
Yeah.
we haven't seen a ghoul for a while.
The last ghoul we saw.
Was Adam's
Was
mom?
oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't want to mention it.
it's been a while. So can we have a ghoul episode? Those were, I don't know. They could probably make it goofy or something. But yeah. So we start off the episode. Sam and Dean, they're arguing about Jack, and then he's like, and Sam's like, well, we're gonna bring him, and then Sam goes to his room, goes to Jack's room, walks in. Jack is watching Star Wars. Which episode? Clone Wars, was it? Is that the third one?
It wasn't. Anakin hadn't become. Yeah, it was. He was talking about how he's like, I don't like Anakin. And it was all like,
he's like,
probably...
I like Osaka. I don't like Anakin. And Sam's like, that's probably a good thing.
Like Osaka?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
I maybe he was watching the animated Star Wars.
Yeah,
I don't
it had
know.
to have been the cartoon.
The cartoon show. Thank you, Luca.
Because I'm not familiar. I haven't seen the cartoon.
Yeah, either have I. So I just know that he said Clone Wars. Sam said Clone Wars, like he knew exactly.
Well, the Clone Wars is the name of the TV show.
Yeah, it's the cartoon is like the Clone Wars.
Yeah. We do. Did we cover that, or I don't remember?
You did.
We did.
Yes.
Was it?
I know that they're covering Rebels, I think. But
Yeah.
I didn't know if we covered Clone Wars.
I have no
think you
idea.
did. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
I think it was just Rebels.
Was it? Okay.
That's Cleo's department.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a name tag on the door and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And when Sam says, "You want to come on the hunt with us?" Jack's like, "No." Just plain out, no.
Okay.
He's watching Star Wars. Like, I wouldn't want to go either.
But I mean, Sam does convince him, saying, you can get on Dean's good side, and that totally made him smile. Like, why was he smiling?
He wants to get on Dean's good side.
He wants acceptance from Dean so bad.
I don't understand. I don't know why.
I feel like
because right now he's the adult figure in his life. Sam and Dean. He's already got Sam's approval, so he wants Dean's as well.
Mm-hmm. Dean also kind of feels more like the more fatherly figure out of the two. So for Jack to want his acceptance is exactly the same way that Sam and Dean went for John's acceptance when they were doing all the hunting when they were younger. So I see a parallel there. So when they get out on the road and the road so far, it's funny because they actually bring Jack to the first murder scene.
Mm-hmm.
And when there's stay in the car, don't move, and they're talking to one of the witnesses, and then all of a sudden he's gone. He's just inside. He's like, I found blood. Look at that.
Yeah, right next to the police tag, the identification tag.
Yep.
And Dean's great, you found it. Thanks.
So cute though, because he really is trying. That's the thing.
I as much as I love Jack, I would be on board with Dean's disgust at that moment.
He doesn't know any better.
I know, but I would be so disgusted. We're trying to maintain an FBI persona. He just went through, oh, you guys lie, you wear these, sometimes you have to, whatever. Just went through this whole thing, and then he's there to potentially blow cover. I would be so frustrated. I'd be in Dean's shoes at that point. I'm trying to be professional kind of deal, and then this guy's like, I found blood.
Well, oh man, Jack is too cute. He's adorable. I can't not like him, and I see where Dean comes from as far as Jack not knowing the basics, but also Dean, you could put a little bit more effort into it and teach him what's going on instead of like pushing him off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
But so we have that murder, and then there was another one with a lady and her son. I mean, she looked like
it was the grandmother.
No, it was the son
her
had died a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Like 94 is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So
like 20 something years ago. Yeah, so
ish.
yeah, ish. And Sam and Dean just can't figure it out. They're like bouncing between Revenant and Ghost. It's hilarious, and they're salting and burning shit and looking for EMF everywhere, and they're just like
salting and burning shit. That must smell terrible.
It probably really does. But
at least they're not salting and eating shit.
That's true.
Gross.
And then they can't get any EMF signatures, so they don't know what the hell's going on. But then they find this therapist that connects the two murders.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we get the family therapy for Hunter session. Because I can't say the family therapy for the Winchesters, because Jack's not technically a Winchester, but he's a hunter in training.
And
so
it just makes me miss Adam even more.
Oh God, Adam had no. Adam has no part in this right now.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, the third brother. That's what Adam is. Adam's the third brother, and then
Adam
you have
is
Jack
a mess.
over here. Adam's preoccupied at the moment. He's keeping Michael at bay.
He's probably not even a solid piece of math anymore.
He's fine. It's fine, perfectly fine. No, but like we have Jack here playing the role of the third brother when that should be Adam. That's my point. That's why I miss Adam. And it's aggravating me, B, that you're in the big nothing right now. Why are you in the big nothing? I have to join you in the big nothing. Poof. I'm in the big nothing with you. Okay.
I turned my light back on.
No, big nothing, B. I joined you and now you left.
She wants to go to sleep.
That's what the big nothing is for.
That's what would happen if I turned all of it off. I would sleep.
She can't sleep if you're in there with her.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Anyways, the therapy session gets real. Super duper real. Sam and Dean are at each other's throats talking about their mom and how, Sam's like, I didn't get the time with mom like you did. I don't know her like you did. And Dean says, grow the hell up. She's gone. And Sam storms out because Sam believes his mom is still alive in the other world, and Lucifer didn't off her. But Dean thinks she's like, no, she's dead. She's dead, man. Grow up, live with it, move on. But Sam, when he storms out, he decides to go into the private area of the therapist's house situation and finds blood on the banister and follows it into a bedroom, into a main bathroom where there's blood all over the curtains, and then he finds flesh in the bathtub.
And hair.
Flesh and hair and teeth.
Because they rip off the skull. Oh my God, that was a gross scene. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I know, Sam, you've seen many shapeshifters, and you could just still see the disgust on his face, oh, this is so gross. Because I remember the first shapeshifter episode. One of them actually vomited. Was it Dean?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
They legit got sick.
Because I think it's always funny when Dean does something out of the ordinary, like when he screams.
Which he hasn't done for a while. But yeah, so now we have Sam run into the therapy session with Jack sitting there quietly looking around because Dean told him not to say anything, and he's listening. And he just comes in, she's a shapeshifter, and then all of a sudden, they're all guns cocked, and she's like, oh my God, no, please stop. But she's a good shapeshifter. She volunteers, and she does therapy, and it wasn't her who did all the murders.
Angry ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Because
Those
he left
angry
her.
ex-boyfriends.
It is.
No, she left him because he
Yeah.
was a piece of shit.
He was an abusive, violent killer, and she didn't want any of that. So, but I liked her. I hope we see her more. Like, again, maybe she'll be carried over into the
crossover?
spinoff. The spinoff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We're
what
not
it's
too
been.
far off from the spinoff.
No, a couple episodes, I think. No, four episodes. It's episode 8.
Yeah. Are
Right?
we getting that before the?
The winter break? We
Yeah.
should be. Yeah, because Supernatural usually is a week late when they leave on their winter break. So it usually falls that way anyways. It has the last couple of years. So like I'm really hoping that a lot of these new characters that they're giving us, we get to see.
No, apparently, Wayward Sisters episode is scheduled for the first episode back.
Oh,
After
okay.
the break.
I'm all right with that too. They just, they're gonna leave us with a nasty cliffhanger then, winter break, and then we're gonna have to wait until after the Wayward Sisters maybe to get conclusion on all of that, unless they wrap it up all in that episode.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, we're 5 episodes away from the mid-season break.
Okay, episode 9. All right. So what the therapist actually does for her clients is near her last sessions, when her clients are looking for closure, she actually shifts into their lost ones, and then they're able to talk with their lost ones, they're able to get that closure they need, and then they move on. So these clients were actually the ones getting murdered by their loved ones because of Buddy, her ex. And he's really creepy because he's disguising himself as a patient so he can get an in, so he can get back together with her, kill her, kidnap her.
Yeah, it was kind of like get back together, I guess, because it's all like, you can't leave me.
Yeah, obviously he's crazy. So, we don't know his motivation for trying to. We know he wanted her to, eat. Who was it, Sam or Dean? One of the two. He wanted her to kill them at least.
We'll kill them both.
It was Dean and
Jack.
Dean and Jack. And then Buddy was gonna shoot Sam as he walked through the door, but it didn't quite work out that way because Dean gave Jack, a kind of half-conscious Jack, a little pep talk and saying, "We need you. Please help."
Half-conscious Jack, I think that sounds like a shot.
It does sound like a shot.
Did Nikki just invent a new shot?
Maybe.
What's in it?
Exactly. We'd have to figure that out.
Strawberries and Jack.
Oh, here's a dig.
Yeah, that's a kill me, Jack, please. But yeah, so Jack blasts Buddy, knocks him off his ass, and does deter the bullet from hitting Sam at the same time that Buddy shot at him. So he triggered his powers again in a time of need. I think that's going to be a reoccurring theme because, they're like, oh, yeah, you got your powers working again. And then, they're going to try to do more things in the bunker and Jack's not going to be able to perform. But yeah, Jack is happy because Dean's like, you did good. And that's all he needed to hear.
He was so little dorky smile. Look at those.
So cute. He's just a big smile afterwards. He was so happy. I hope that Dean is a little less harsh on him now. He could still be strict because that's kind of what he learned from his dad. But I hope he's nicer. Just don't give him any more beer, please.
Oh, he needs more beer.
No. No.
I thought he was gonna hand him that beer. To be honest,
So did I.
think it was-
Jack being a supernatural creature, I don't think he can get drunk. So.
Oh no, because remember, Cass had to drink an entire liquor store.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying this kid, he could use the beer. It's not going to hurt him.
If it's
I don't
not
care
gonna
if he's a week old.
okay. If it's not gonna hurt him, he's not gonna feel any of the effects of it. So
out
it's
of
just gonna be a
context,
nasty
this conversation sounds terrible. He's only a week old. Give him some beer.
Well, I mean, parents sometimes use whiskey on the gums of kids or rum or anything.
For teething. It's for teething.
To numb the so I mean, drinking a whole beer is a lot different than numbing the gums. But I mean, what I was trying to say is that if it doesn't harm him or affect him, then why drink beer? That shit tastes nasty. People drink beer to get drunk, or to get the feeling of the buzz. They don't drink it because it tastes good, because it surely does not.
Yeah, it's gross. I'm sorry. Now I know this is literally one of my favorite lines. I found a liquor store and I drank it.
How many people can say that?
None, because they would die.
I'm gonna have to use that quote sometime out in the world. Just I'll do it in a food court.
See how many,
yell
it and see how many people catch on.
No, it's more of the shock value. Just want to catch unsuspecting people.
I want someone to reply, pudding!
Yes. Oh.
Hopefully that's all they're saying. Hopefully they're not doing the full action.
I think they get kicked out of the mall for that.
They would actually probably get put in a straitjacket and kicked out of the mall at the same time. Just like the show.
And maybe arrested.
Yeah.
Maybe,
possibly.
Decent exposure.
Yeah. It was a very straightforward episode. There really wasn't much else. It was
Yeah, I just love the whole prospect of the Big Empty. That is just fascinating to me. Mm-hmm. I know it's not over with. They took the time to set it up last season. They're not going to one-off it. We're going back. So it's just a matter of juggling the alternate dimension, and everything that's going on with Sam, Dean, and Jack right now. So we kind of have these three kind of little main side stories going on. Big Empty seems to be done because Cass is back. Mm-hmm. But we're not done with the Big Empty.
No.
It's not really called the Big Empty. It's just called the Empty. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Dean's gonna end up there for a while. I kind of feel like it's going down. I feel like Dean is gonna be the one that actually has to go there for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just getting that feeling.
Billy's dead, right?
Yeah, Billy's dead. Cass killed her.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. So.
But that's not what we're going to get next episode.
No.
It says the next episode is Advanced Thanatology.
Okay.
While working on a case involving the ghost of a demented doctor, Sam and Dean get assistance from an unexpected source. Billy! Castiel finds his way back to the Winchesters. So that's the synopsis for next episode. So we are getting Billy back. And
so Cass didn't kill her?
No, Cass killed her.
The thing is, aren't Reapers a kind of angel?
Demon?
That's complicated what Reapers are.
Yeah.
They haven't fully established what they are. Because Death was not an angel.
Actually, no, you are right. Reapers are angels that serve death.
So was Reaper like an archangel? Kind of?
I don't know.
They are neither aligned with heaven, hell, or purgatory.
So where did she go when Cass killed her, in quotation marks?
She's an angel. She had to go to the Big Empty.
I guess so.
So
Maybe she didn't get there. Because, Cass had to kill her because of it was a ritual thing?
it was
A
because
spell.
it was because a Winchester had to die. So Mary put herself up.
Right.
And Cass decided that no one was going to die, and so he killed her.
I mean, we know that you can't really kill death, even though Dean did it seasons ago. So
Because the only way to kill him was with his own scythe.
With his own scythe. Billy doesn't have a scythe. Or does she?
We've
So,
never
like-
seen
Not that
the
we've
other
seen,
Reapers.
no.
The Reapers brought one.
So if she had one, Cass didn't kill her with it. So she just maybe dissipated and came back together, and now she's back.
Well, hopefully they'll answer that question.
Hopefully. Yeah. Well,
I mean, they have to.
they have to, because they can't just... I mean, it's kind of like if they were to bring back Charlie, they'd have to explain that.
Who?
Exactly. Good. Now we can move on. Fucking Charlie.
Charlie can be fun.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's everything for this episode.
But I need my wings back.
Well, get your wings back. Get out of the empty. Yeah, okay. You're so magical.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dom, where can the people find you?
Find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Kim?
On Twitter, is it HUFFITY?
And you can also find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24, and you can find all of us and more for more TV shows, movies, video games on ASOTV Podcast on YouTube, Google+, Twitter, MySpace, and Facebook, and Twitch. So, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.
And I.
Wow, what is going on?
Boo.
Wow.